It's time, men and women, it's time that desire begin to fill our hearts again. It's time for a countercultural revolution. It's time that we got the sleep wiped off our eyes. It's time that the world stopped discipling us and we begin to start discipling the world again. It's not going to, listen, if God handed this out to any old passerby, all of us would be shaking nations right now. That's the truth. But there are very few who have said, God, listen, it's going to cost you everything. I'm going to tell you right now. It will cost you everything today. It will cost you everything tomorrow. And it will cost you everything the next day. It will cost you everything. Remember the rich young ruler? It'll cost you everything. But listen, it is worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it to see nations tremble at the sound of His word. It's worth it to see a generation arise who are a new breed with fire in their eyes. It's worth it that whenever we decree something in the heavens, it opens up over the earth. It's worth it, brothers and sisters. It's worth it. It's the difference between a nice word that falls to the ground and a word that jumps into your heart and causes bones to rattle. It's worth it. So let's all stand. I'm going to invite you into this today. If the worship team can come. And of course, Cindy or Antonio or anybody, if you guys got anything. Come on, let's lift our hands to the Lord. Maybe you're here today and you've been challenged. You say, God, you know what? I've been living in compromise. Or maybe you haven't even been living in compromise. Maybe you've just been moral. You've been separated from, but you haven't been separated unto. We want to call you forward today to vow a vow of the Nazarite. Again, it has nothing to do with growing your hair long in the natural. You may or may not do that. It doesn't matter. Are you going to grow your heart long? So, Father, we ask today, and brothers and sisters, it's as simple as this. Even as the Nazarites of old, as they begin to walk the streets and people would see their outward testimony, some grace would jump on them and go, man, God's doing something. Look, they love Him. They're consecrated to Him. They're preparing themselves for holy war. I want to do that too. And it would jump right on them. Brothers and sisters, you are in the midst of a couple Nazarites today. And I want to charge you today. May your heart burn with desire. May God deliver you from the watered down wine, and may He deliver you unto the superior pleasure of His heart. Not because you have to, but because you get to. Not out of legalism, out of love. Others may, but you may not, because you are a Nazarite.